He was exhausted, grimy hands, oil-stained jeans, and a baby cradled against his chest, crying loud enough to draw annoyed glances from every corner of the plane. A one-way ticket bought with his last paycheck, chasing hope across the sky. The mechanic had no idea who was sitting beside him, a woman draped in elegance but weighed down by invisible sorrow. Her eyes were fixed on the clouds, but her heart was somewhere shattered. She hadn't smiled in months. She hadn't felt seen in years. What happened next would unravel secrets, heal wounds, and forever change two strangers who had nothing in common except the broken pieces they carried in silence. This wasn't just a flight. It was fate, turbulence, and the beginning of something no one saw coming. You won't believe how one unexpected moment bridged the worlds of the forgotten and the powerful, revealing that sometimes the person who changes your life forever is the one you never saw coming. She barely turned when the baby whimpered again, though each sound seemed to chip at her already fragile calm. The mechanic, unsure of how to soothe his child and all too aware of the discomfort around him, murmured softly, bouncing the infant in his arms with a nervous rhythm. The hum of the engine masked most of his efforts, but his desperation was evident in his posture, shoulders tight, eyes pleading for understanding. She noticed his hands first. Not the way they fumbled, but how they told stories, knuckles worn, fingers lined with the kind of grit that doesn't wash off. She had seen hands like that once, long ago, before her world became boardrooms and empty toasts. She shifted slightly, not out of annoyance, but curiosity, a feeling she hadn't allowed herself in a very long time. He caught her glance, mistaking it for irritation, and gave a hurried apology. "Sorry. She's not used to flying," he said, his voice coarse but gentle. She blinked slowly, as if waking from a long sleep. "It's all right," she replied, her tone neutral yet carrying something buried deep, something she herself hadn't recognized in years. Minutes passed like waves, some calm, others choppy. The child's cries softened, lulled by the vibrations and her father's whispered reassurances. The woman turned back to the window, but her mind lingered behind. Something about the man, his presence, his struggle, pulled at something inside her that no wealth could touch. The turbulence hit unexpectedly. A jolt rocked the cabin, oxygen masks dangled briefly before retreating, and nervous laughter fluttered like nervous birds. Instinctively, the man tightened his grip on the child, shielding her small body with his own. The woman flinched, her hand gripping the armrest between them. He noticed.